to the stream. Welcome to your week, baby. Woo. Yeah. It's gonna be a good one. That's right, it's gonna be a good one. We gotta talk some House of the Dragon, some Hot D, and Allison, and just how dumb she is. Oh my God, this dumb bitch. Oh, hell yeah. We've got some MCU goodies to go over, some crazy shit. Apparently, the Sentry doesn't kill, just like Superman. What? Whole bunch of teases, rumors, updates, and speculation about Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU. So we want to break that down. There's a ton of other little stuff that I want to go over. Yeah, Gladiator 2. Got some Gladiator 2. Gladiator 2. I also wanted to talk to you guys about a really cool show that I started watching called Dark Matter. Some of you, oh, it's Canada Day. Fuck, I forgot. Damn it. I was supposed to, Trev sent me like a big old hat that had Canada on it. I don't know where it is. I forgot. I forgot about Canada Day. I'm a bad Canadian neighbor. You know, Canada, look, here's the thing. I talk a lot of shit on Canada. Okay? But I'll say this about Canada on Canada Day. Turn the music off. This is serious. Here's what I'll say about Canada, okay? Canada's like an attic. You forget about it, and then you go up there and you're like, yo, there's actually some cool shit up here. So shout out to Canada for being all right. There you go. All right. No, Canada's not an addict. An attic. An attic. The attic. Hello? Chat, we're not starting off this crazy. Okay, now, listen. Thanks for the effort. You're welcome. You're welcome. I meant it with every bit of my heart. Okay, so we got a ton of fun stuff to go over today, but also, it's a new month, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I was doing some thinking over the weekend, and we're driving again for memberships. And I've got a couple of ideas here, okay? Now, the truth is, during last month, I kind of stopped plugging the pushing of memberships just because I was like, dude, it's a lot of our own people that are always supporting us, just doing gifted and stuff like that, and it wasn't working out. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do to fix this. From now on, this month, every single gifted membership will get a person another entry into the gift card giveaway. Okay? So we'll take it at the end of the month. If you do a gifted membership, you get an additional entry into the giveaway. And because it's Deadpool and Wolverine month, I might actually do several giveaways with some really cool Deadpool and Wolverine swag. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to stream a lot more. And I'm going to plug the streams and the membership goal in the videos on the main channel more. I have some other surprises for the month too. So we're going to do that. I also added, and I think it's working, and it's not going to be on all the time, but I did add TTS on the streams, and this, I believe it's at $10 or more. Okay, so if you do $10 or more on a chat, it should activate TTS. I'm not 100% sure, and hopefully it's working, and if not, we'll fix it. But I'm going to add some other cool stuff to the streams as well, and we're going to give it a go and try to do something that if you support the goal, we're trying to get to 2,000 members. If you support that goal, we will give you guys some extra fun stuff. So there you go. What is TTS? Talk to text to speech. It is text to speech, meaning if you do a $10 super chat, a funny voice should actually read it out. Yeah. I think I have it sorted out, and also just bear with me a little bit here because it'll probably take some tweaking. I'm a big old boomer. And you know another thing too is like, look, this membership goal thing on this on Streamlabs, I don't know if it's accurate or not. I think last time it was inaccurate. I don't think it caught all of the Twitch people. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go adjust it every single time we stream. I'll check the numbers. I'll update it myself if it is not accurate. And we're just going to go from this all the way to the end of the month. So we're adding some bells and some whistles. And we should be able to get us a little bit closer. Yeah. Wakey Bakey Sama says, damn, I wish this was implemented last month. I gifted over 30 subs. I know. I'm sorry. I should have thought about it sooner. But yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it. But now we're good. Yeah. I want to hear the bells and whistles. I mean, there's ding ding, you know, and all that. That'll probably get annoying. Well, I can also shut it off, so we're not going to have it on all the time. I have this up here. It says TTS is on, and I'll turn it off when I turn it off. And look, we're just experimenting. Maybe it's fucking lame. Maybe we try it, and it's fucking lame, and we don't like it. I don't know. But I want to try to add some cool stuff. Now, before we get... Oh, that's actually a good... Hey, thank you, Mystic Troll. Let's just do show notes, okay? So, yeah, we'll do something tomorrow. We're going to do something Twitchy tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do, but we'll do something there. For sure. Then, Wednesday night. This is kind of important. So, Wednesday night, guys. See, that says $9.99. I don't know if that'll count. I don't know if that's going to TTS. I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. We'll figure it out together. Wouldn't that be funny if it's, like, right below it? I can adjust it to make it $9.99. See, look, we're already fucking it up. I already fucked it up. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Look, show notes before we get too distracted. So we're gonna do something Twitch tomorrow. I'm not sure what, but we'll do something Twitch because we gotta do some Twitch stuff. Wednesday we'll have a regular stream in the morning. We'll talk about Acolyte a little bit probably. And then Wednesday night we will be talking about. Or we're gonna start our deep dive on Deadpool. Last month we did a deep dive on Wolverine. It was super cool. We watched a bunch of Benny's video, the comic story, may you rest in peace. A lot of Wolverine stories because we're trying to get the idea of, you know, just things that could be in the movie. We want to be experts on these two characters when we go into the movie so that all the little Easter eggs and everything like that we can figure out. So we'll be doing that Wednesday night at 7:30. We're going to start our deep dive on Deadpool, which is super chill. Hang on, I want to do a thing here. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then Thursday night, we're going to have a town hall. If you are a Unity collector, come on by for a town... God damn it, that's way too loud! That's way too loud! Okay, well, like I said, we're going to be tweaking some... Like I said, we're going to be tweaking some stuff and adjusting it as we go along, so we'll figure it out together. Thursday night, we will do a... Yeah, it's way too loud. We're gonna, like I said, we're going to tweak it. Thursday night... Oh, fuck, man. Okay, Thursday night! Thursday night! No! Thursday night! We're if you're a Unity collector, come on by. Shit. Hey, thanks for subscribing, guys. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up today. We're gonna wrap it up for the week. Stream over. Stream over. Okay. Thursday night. If you're a Unity collector, come on by. Would you believe that we have 70% of Chapter 3, the art, already done? Bananas. I know. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday. A lot of cool stuff to go over then. So Thursday night, if you're a Unity collector, come on by for that. That shit's going to be really fun. That'll be cool. And also, Tony, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, what else? What else is going on? What else? Yeah, I can't really think of anything. Other than that, how was your guys' weekend? Hey, Chris, thank you so much, man. Thanks for gifting a membership. Now, I think what I'll be able to do is go back in each and every stream and find out. Oh, God, we got to turn that off or down. That's way too loud. And that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we'll figure it out. Like I said, bells and whistles. We got some bells. We got some fucking whistles. Okay. Anyway, how was the weekend? How was the weekend for you guys, man? I had a really good weekend. After last week, which was so fucking weird, so bizarre. It was just a weird week. I had a really, really good weekend, man. I kind of just checked out a little bit. You know, hung out with the fam. My mom and a couple of her sisters came into town, spent a little bit of time at the beach, which was really cool. So I was good, man. I hope you guys had a good weekend, too. It was a nice, relaxing weekend. Hope you had a good weekend, too. And we should also talk about before we, let's talk Wizard versus Samurai. Before we get into breaking down House of the Dragon, which I liked, but also there's a scene in House of the Dragon episode where, like, all the dudes are at the table and they're like, you need to go to war, bitch. Bitch, you need to go to war. And she's like, no. I'm those guys at the table because I was like, dude, we got to get these dragons fighting. We need some blood. I love you, House of the Dragon, but I feel like you're edging me a little bit with this dragon shit. Okay. But before we get into that, let's talk about the Wizard versus the Samurai. So, man, Pereira, what the fuck, dude? Like, just unstoppable, an unstoppable force of nature, and his magic way too strong. I thought Yuri had a decent first round, and then he gets basically knocked out at the bell, which is crazy, too, because I believe in the last fight with Izzy, Izzy actually knocked Pereira out right at the bell, but then was kind of saved by the bell. And what a crazy, crazy fucking fight, dude. He comes out within 13 seconds. He head kicks him and knocks him out. And the thing is, if you guys are like students of the game, if you really like it, so that was a switch kick, meaning he feints with his right hip and then switches and launches a high left kick. And the speed at which this dude did this was unbelievable. Watch it in slow-mo. It still looks fast. Like, I've never seen a switch kick that fast. It was insane. Dude, what Alex is currently doing right now in the UFC is kind of unprecedented. It's unprecedented in the UFC. Like, technically, this is similar to Conor. When Conor was first coming in and coming up in the fighting game, Conor had 4 mega fights within a 337-day period. Pereira has now had 4 mega fights within a 337-day period. It's like very close. The difference is this, though. Alex was 35 when he came to the UFC. Now, of course, he had this huge career in kickboxing, right? But Conor was young and hungry and had, like, come in. What Alex has been able to do, and really this is all Israel's fault. This is Izzy's fault because Izzy made that one comment. If you guys follow the lore, Izzy made that one comment publicly about how he's going to be just some guy that knocked me out a couple of times, and he's watching all my fights in the bar, and I'm living my dream. He said something like that, and whatever he said triggered something in Alex, and Alex got fucking pissed, bro. And then he comes into the UFC and just becomes this phenomenon. Like, holy shit. So it's very rare in any sport to have a guy at his age come into the highest level of competition. This would be like going from, like, you know, Canadian football. Again, no offense, happy Canada Day. This would be like coming in from Canadian football into the NFL at age 35 and winning multiple Super Bowls. Like, there's just nobody in sports that has done something like what Alex has done. Yeah, but even Brady, I don't even think Brady's equivalent because Brady grew up in the league. It's like, and I'm just telling you, this is insanity, man. This is something we have not seen in a lot of sports. And clearly the explanation is, yeah, it's a little bit more like Kurt Warner, actually. Yeah, a little bit. The only explanation for this is magic. So, Alex clearly has superior magic, shamantic skills, chama, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. And the question is, who's going to be the one to beat this guy, man? Who could beat this magic? I don't know. I don't think anybody in, I mean, other than Izzy, and we're just going to have to see how his thing with Drakus goes. Anybody other than Izzy in both of those divisions, I don't think they stand a chance. Some people say on Goliath because of the wrestling. I get it. I don't know. I'd have to see it. I think Pereira could go to heavyweight, and he might be able to fuck up Tom Aspinall, which is insane. Shamanic, not shamantic. Thanks, but I prefer it my way. I think he might be, like, let me just ask you, John, you think Jon Jones would beat Alex? I will say this. If Jon Jones fights Alex and beats him, I will never again question his GOAT status. You think Jones would take him out? I just don't know, bro. I kind of think Aspinall would walk through Jon Jones. If I'm being honest, Jones would obliterate him. Bro, you guys are smoking. You guys are on that Dana White Kool-Aid too much, bro. And I just don't buy it. Like, I know John, dude, John was great. And I know what he did to Surreal was, like, very impressive, considering everything. But I just don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I feel like Jones would get washed by Tom Aspinall. That's what I feel like. And I feel like Pereira, I mean, look, is this recency bias? Absolutely. Is this fueled by the fact that this dude is using shamantic magic? Yeah, dude, he's an Elden Ring boss in real life. I've never seen anything like it. It seems like his muscles are built and made of something different than other people's muscles. I think Pereira, I mean, look, the only question of Alex going up to that weight is, can he take the punches? Can he take the power? And can he dish enough power? And I got to say, I think he can dish enough power. You know? And what would that look like? Would you see Alex put on more muscle? What if Alex puts on 5, 10, 15 pounds of muscle? Brother, that's the scariest man on the planet. You think Jones would just be able to take him to the ground? Oh, bro. Now, I need to see it. I need to fucking see it. And by the way, Jones said he'd be down. He said if he gets through Aspinall, he'll fight him. Pereira is not a wrestler. And 230 Alex wrestler, and at 250 or something, Jones washes Alex. I love Alex a lot, bro. I don't know, man. I just don't know, brother. Everybody's so high on this Jon Jones thing. I don't know. You know, Jon Jones went 5 rounds with Anthony Smith. And I'm not trying to talk shit on Anthony Smith, but I'm just saying, like, he took 5 rounds to beat Anthony Smith. You think Jones curbs Thompson? Guys, what the fuck is happening here? We're talking about Jon Jones that's fought once in like 5 years, and Alex is a 2-division champ. He has obliterated incredible, relevant, young talent. I'm sleeping on the GOAT. I'm sleeping on the GOAT. No, y'all are in denial of the new GOAT. This is the GOAT now. God. Holy shit. And still would demolish him. Hey, James, welcome to the Nerd Vengers, baby. You are a Nerd Venger. Alex ain't no GOAT. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alex ain't no GOAT. Have we been watching the same human being? Have we been watching the same human being? Are you guys kidding me? Do you understand what I just did this whole soliloquy? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sheesh. Oh, wait, here's a good one. Bison King Stan says, Americans talking shit about Canada amazes me. LOL. Chick-fil-A isn't better than healthcare. You know, normally I'd go super hard, but it's Canada Day. You know what I mean? So look, I appreciate it. I respect it. I understand it. I think the American healthcare system is completely fucked. But there's like a branding thing. You know what I mean? Like I could just, just leave it there. But like there has never been a brand like America. So, just yeah, look, I'm going to go easy. And yeah, and also most Americans would disagree with you. Chick-fil-A is better than healthcare. But that's okay. Hey, that's okay. Okay. Wakey Bakey Sama says, how does the Den and Josh feel about spiritual enhancements? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? I mean, first of all, I'll just tell you what I think. First of all, I fucking love it. I love it. I love that Yuri said all this wild shit, and then they ask Alex about it, and he's like, yeah, bitch, I'm doing my magic. I got my spirits. If he doesn't have spirits, that's not my fucking problem, basically. And I love it. I think it's incredible. In fact, I hope Yuri comes out in the next couple of days and, like, outlines his thoughts on the spirits and what happened. Because if you notice at the end of that fight, there's this part where Yuri is, like, stumbling, and he, like, finally gets up. And Alex literally just looks at him again, and Yuri, like, stumbles again. And I was like, it's the fucking magic! It's the fucking magic! You know? So I love it. But here's my thing. How are you going to go fight somebody that's using magic and you're not going to be looking into your own magic? Like, that feels like a huge mistake. Okay? USADA can't test for spirits. So basically what I'm saying to you is, I think Yuri needs to go study the Emerald Tablets and the teachings of the Atlantean priest King Thoth, and he needs to become a Gnostic wizard and get his magic leveled up. And I think he should probably take a year going to do that, getting really deep into it, and then we get a rematch, Magic versus Magic. That's what I'm talking about. And in fact, I kind of feel, and I want to know what you guys think about this. I kind of feel like all UFC fighters should now talk about their magic a little bit more openly and just be like, oh, dude, here's my magic. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Did he use a sling ring? No, but he should have. No, but he should have. Yeah. But no, the fights were good, man. I mean, the card was a little bit weak, I'm going to be honest. And as I was watching it, I was like, God damn, dude, like $80 for this card? You know, it was like a little tough. It was a little tough. But overall, I had a good time. I had a good time. So that was fun. What about you guys? Did you guys get in anything cool over the weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody else? I don't want a rematch. He's been KO'd twice now. Yeah. Well, the only way we would get another rematch, right, is if Alex goes up or if Alex gets beaten that division and then Yuri beats the person. Do you see what I mean? Like, that's the only way that would happen, because that can happen. You can have guys fight 4 times. It just depends. You can have guys fight 3 times when one guy's lost twice. It just depends. Josh, you mean you pay for fights? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Hey, Nolan, thanks for gifting a membership, baby. Appreciate you. MVP losing was horrible judgment. I don't know if it was horrible, but I will tell you this. I can't stand Ian. I can't stand this fucking guy. I can't stand this guy. And every time he wins, I am disgusted. I can't stand that motherfucker. So whoever he's fighting, I'm rooting for them. And somebody needs to beat this guy. And also, how the fuck is a 37-year-old point karate dude gonna force Ian Gary to become a wrestler out of desperation? And we're talking about this guy as the future? Well, then that's a very bad future. That future sucks. Somebody needs to knock this kid out. Herb wanted to see Yuri die. Yeah, dude. There were some great memes about it. But yeah, I mean, I think Herb, even though he didn't call the last fight between them, at least I don't think so, Herb recognized that Yuri thought it was an early stoppage. And so he was not about that. You pay for the UFC? Yeah, I do pay for the UFC. You guys don't? How do you do that? How do you guys do that? What's the strat? Izzy has to beat Duplessis. Dude, I hope Izzy gets annihilated. I hope Izzy gets annihilated. Fuck Izzy, man. You use an app, stream.io. Okay, well, I'm turning you all in. So I just wanted you guys to confess in chat. So I'm going to send this chat to like the FCC. And you're all going to jail now. Just so you know. Yeah, no, I was tricking you. Yeah, I tricked you. I tricked you real good. It's over. They got you. I bought Secret Wars number 8 in 9.8 CGC grade. Damn, dude, that's fire. How much did it cost you? How much did it cost you? What a nerd. Hey, you don't say that. FCC, you don't know me. Josh, what country are you listening to today? I'm not really listening to any country. You know, I saw your message in the Discord and everything, and yeah, we were talking about country, I think on Friday, right? And yeah, look, country might be making a comeback for me, but not quite yet. I was actually listening to some new Lupe Fiasco earlier today. I like the new Lupe album. It's really good. Jelly Roll? Yeah, Jelly Roll's awesome, dude. Jelly Roll is awesome. Did I do a Diamond Lounge on Friday? Nah, man. I needed a break, bro. After last week And really, it's Joe Biden's fault. I'm gonna be honest, it's Joe Biden's fault. But let's take it just another step further. It's really Jill Biden's fault. But we'll leave it there, because I don't like to get political. Adam always tries to get me to be political. But, I don't like to do that. But, yeah, so last night was real fucking annoying. I needed a little break. I needed to just take a step back and chill. And I'm lucky to say I chilled, and I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling good. You're never political. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Okay, let me just catch up on these chats, guys, and then we are going to get into House of the Dragon. Hot D! Hot D, baby! Okay, Parker Gonzo says, was in Germany for 10 days, then night shift, haven't been here in a whole long time. What up, nerds? Hey, brother, good to see you, man. It's all good. Life takes you in all sorts of directions, but the tower is always open for you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Axe Arc, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Eli, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. A1 Exec FPS says with a $10 holla. Appreciate you. He says, he told you about the Song of Ice and Fire. I got a true aesthetic experience from that scene. Yeah, it was a pretty good scene. We'll talk about it in a little bit more detail. That is, by the way, that shit is not in the book. That is not in the book, and that is going to have serious implications for, I think, a lot of stuff that's coming. A lot of stuff. So, yeah, we'll talk about it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't love this episode. I did not love this episode. But we'll get into it. Kyle says, TTS test 2 years ago today. Let's go. Going to be a great month. Deadpool 3 and SDCC. One Piece and Fantastic Four start filming too. Yeah, dude. First of all, Kyle, appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah, man. TTS didn't work. I guess I got to adjust it to $9.99. Because that's what YouTube does when you click like the 10 or whatever. So I will adjust it, but I appreciate you. Look, I'm really excited. And what Kyle is referencing, as many of you know, is later this month, we've got Deadpool and Wolverine. Very excited about that. In fact, we're going to talk about some stuff that came out, rumored about that movie. A lot of questions about that movie. What cameos are coming? People are talking crazy, man. People talking Hulk. People talking RDJ, Iron Man. It's getting crazy out here, so we're going to break that down later. And then we've got SDCC that weekend. I'm going to pull a Joe Biden, and that whole week, I'm going to rest and just prep for that weekend, and then I'm going to get jacked up on a bunch of drugs, and we're going to have a good old fucking time. So that, between that Friday and that Saturday, man, whoo, that's going to be some good shit. Friday morning, we'll be doing a spoiler-filled stream breaking down Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh my God. Can't wait. I might go see it again that night. In fact, depending on how the movie is, depending on how the stream goes on Friday, right? Because I guess there's a chance that like it absolutely sucks and we're like, well, Marvel's dead. And then that will be horrible. But assuming that it's good shit, Friday morning, we're going to gush about it, break it all down, celebrate it, slap each other on the back, slap each other on the ass, and then I might leave right after that stream, and I might go watch this thing again. And then the following day, Saturday evening, yeah, get your brown pants for Saturday's stream. We're breaking down San Diego Comic-Con. The time is now. Marvel's got to win everybody back and explain it. The MCU isn't dead. Woo! Yeah. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited. Tony! Welcome to the Nerd Vengers, baby. You are a Nerd Venger. Now, Chris, appreciate the gifted, my man. Thank you so much. Nighthawk says, much love, dude. Can I get a Unite? Can't wait for SDC stream. It's going to be fire. Also, can I get a shout out to Sam, my beautiful fiance? Shout out to you, Sam. Apparently you're beautiful. So shout out to your beautiful self. And also, can I get a Unity? Hell yeah, bro. I'm really excited. We're almost done with chapter 3. Now, we still have a lot of work. We got to do chapter 4. We got to do chapter 5. It's a crazy amount of work. It's a super ambitious project. I probably fucked up a little bit when I made it as ambitious as I did. If you guys will recall, I went on a podcast. I went on a live stream with some great dudes while we were running the second Kickstarter. And one of the questions I got when I was on that pod with them was like, so you went from kickstarting one issue to kickstarting another issue, and now you're doing a full-ass graphic novel at a professional level. That's super ambitious. Why'd you do it? And at first, I was like, man, what are you talking about? Like, of course, it's fine. Like, it's no big deal. Well, guess what? Yeah, no, it is fine. But my God, yes, it was a very big fucking project. So it's been a little slower going than I want, but we're on track, man. We are on track, and I'm excited. Unity is awesome. Like, it's really awesome. I just want to get it out into the world, basically so that everybody can read it and pat me on the back and say, damn, Josh, you're actually a really good writer. This is really cool. It's better than Marvel. It's better than Invincible. And now I just want to support you and Unity. And so, James, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now. Nolan, thank you for gifting a membership. Maverick said more like worst lady. I don't know what you're talking about. It was Aegon. Anthony says, Myseria's accent is so frustrating. Wait, what? What you mean, bro? And then Mav says, much love, but I'm avoiding Hot D spoilers. Later. And then Flynn Ryder with the 5 gifted memberships. My God, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's very nice. Very kind. Very, very kind. Okay. Shall we begin, ladies and gentle beings? Should we start breaking this thing down? Okay, now, real quick, I want to know, chat, what is your score? What's your score for this? Out of 10, what do you give this thing? 40 minutes in and we're just starting hot deep? There's no way we've been live for 40 minutes. There's no way. What? Okay, 7, 5, 6, 8, 6, 9, 8, 7, 7, 8, 5 to 6, 8, 7, 10, 4, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8. Dialogue was on point. That's true. 8, 7.5. Yeah, 8, 7, 1. 8, 7, 6. Didn't watch it. Okay, yeah, so that's interesting. Now, listen. If you've been here, man, when we're breaking this stuff down, I think you'd have to admit those are lower scores than we've had the last couple of weeks. Okay? And I think this is fair. I did not love this episode. I did not love this episode. And look, Game of Thrones, in a lot of ways, is more about the characters. And there's a lot of people on horses going places and talking, like even in the original show. But I think that a lot of the seasons in the past, and even House of the Dragon, the first season, was driven. It was driven by conflict. It was driven by a lot of drama. It was driven. This episode did not feel driven to me. And I feel like there's just a lot of prelude. I feel like this is a lot of foreplay. And partially this is unnecessary. Like, all due respect to A1, I don't love the scene with Rhaenyra and Alicent. I don't love it. And I don't think it's even necessary because I don't think it adds much to what's going to happen. But we'll get into it. Okay. So we start with this part here with these two dudes that are arguing. And look, they've had a long-standing conflict between them. This dude, what's this guy's? I want to find the... God damn it. Yeah, this guy in the black hair. Apparently he's a really famous book character that people were pretty excited about. But here's the thing. We don't see the battle. We just cut to, yes, a lot of corpses and a lot of people dead and shit, but you don't see the battle. What the fuck? I'm getting kind of sick of that. Okay, so then we cut into here, both of the twins, they're getting buried, and, you know, talk of duty, blah, blah, blah. And I think, you know, one of the things that's talked about in this particular episode is this idea that Alicent does not want the war, that the assassins and a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is being done by men. So there's a bunch of toxic masculinity that's ruining the realm. And the females can figure it out. Girls get it done. If only they were to meet and smooch each other, everything would be fine and there would be no war. Okay, so they're kind of establishing that, right? Then we cut to Sir Foot guy. Where are you at? Yeah, Sir Kristen Cole. Now, what's kind of interesting about this is I actually think this is an episode that endears me a little bit to Sir Kristen Cole. The first couple episodes really just shit on him, make him out to be a total douchebag. But in this episode, I felt for him a little bit. A little bit. Now, he's the hand, and he's coming in, and you sort of notice that some of these Kingsguard are actually Aegon's drinking buddies. And so they're not really Kingsguard. They don't really know what's up, but Sir Kristen Cole's not going to rock the boat, and he's just going to kind of be chill about it, which I found interesting, right? It's like he at least has the sense to understand that he only serves at the king's behest, and if he screws that up with the king, it's probably over. And so it was kind of interesting to see him at least be aware of that. Now, we get into this where they're all just talking about war. Really interesting takes, but the ultimate thing that is shown here is that the Riverlands and Harrenhal is the key to the war. And also, Aegon thinks he's the best, and he wants to prove that he's super tough, and everybody in this bitch is just rolling their eyes because his inadequacies are on full display, and it just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks that he's the king and that he's in charge and that that's his idea. He wants to go right out to war with them. They talk him down and get him to chill. Okay, so we cut back to Dragonstone, and we've got this lady, and this lady's like, hey, you're kind of merciful, so now I'm going to be on your court and help you out. Cool story, bro. Now we get into here. Rhaenyra is having a talk with one of Daemon's daughters, and she's like, you ain't got no dragon, you ain't doing shit, so you got to take my kids and you got to go west. You got to go to what, Dorne? Is it Dorne? I'm not sure. But basically, she's like, you ain't got no dragon. Go take my kids. Get the fuck out of here. Then we cut to Harrenhal. And, man, this was cool, but also, like, it's just like, what are we doing here? Like, so we land. Daemon's just walking through Harrenhal, and it's cool. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys already know this, but Harrenhal is significant because this was the one castle when Aegon the Conqueror was messing up Westeros. And these people were like, yo, fuck you, Aegon. We've got the biggest castle. I don't give a shit about you. So we're just going to hold up in our castle. Fuck you. And then Aegon takes, like, I think it was Balin or whatever the name of the big-ass dragon was. And they go there, and he fucking annihilates this thing. Just burns this shit. So the biggest castle in Westeros kind of gets melted down and annihilated. And it never really recovers. And yet, it's still a great castle because it's very strategically placed. It is still the biggest castle in the realm. And despite being permanently scarred by Aegon's dragon, it's still a good castle. Okay? Now, this scene was kind of fun. He's just creeping, and he comes over to this dude. And this dude is like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Yada, yada, yada. Here's some food. Don't kill us. It's all good, bro. Let's just chill. Let's just chill and be chill. And you see Damon, you know, he's kind of like being power hungry because he wants to be known as your grace. And he's not that. He's the king consort, not the king. And he should be addressed as such. But you can kind of see that there's a little bit of that arrogance there. And he's trying to get Harrenhal, which I guess he does, for the blacks. And he wants to get a lot of the men to fortify that castle and to stand against the crown. And essentially, this is the castle where they would fortify most of their position and then go to King's Landing and attack, right? So pretty cool, not bad. I like the conversation here. Matt Smith acts the shit out of it. It was really cool. And then we cut back to the castle. We've got one of the Hightower dudes who I think, isn't this the same guy that fights Damon in the tournament in the first season? I'm pretty sure that's that guy, yeah? Am I wrong on that one? Somebody help me out. And he's going to go to war with Sir Criston now. And Sir Criston's like, not about it, but whatever. He's going to do it. This dude's kind of talking shit. They have a little thing, and then he gets the favor, right? Which is, I guess, the hanky where you put your breast sweat or something like that. Which the other Hightower guy sees. So maybe there'll be some drama there. Now, we cut back here, and look, I'm going to tell you. We're watching this scene, and it's all these dudes that are saying, yo, war is inevitable. You're kind of boned. You should probably take your dragons and start fucking shit up. And she doesn't want to do it. Rhaenys doesn't want to do it. And girls get it done. But here's the thing. Fuck that. They are wrong. The dudes are actually right. Like we read the books. We actually know the dudes are right. Like it doesn't matter. You should probably just take your dragons and start fucking shit up. Okay? So the dudes are right, and not only are they right, but I wanted them to convince her so badly because I am sick of these conversations. I want dragons and blood and destruction and fire. So I'm team toxic masculinity in this scene. 100%. 100%. We get a nice touching scene between husband and wife here. They are in a really tricky position, right? So I kind of feel for them, and they're interesting. I want to see where that arc goes. Then we have this. They're going to send some of the kids away. And by the way, we did a little recap thing, and we watched like where this is going. This is not going to end well, right? So this whole situation is not going to end well. Then you have a touching scene between mother and daughter here, and Helena knows that Alicent is banging Sir Criston Cole. I don't think she outright says it. But, yeah. So we talk about that, and kind of interesting. Now, this was maybe one of my favorite scenes of the episode. So, we've got Aegon putting on the Valyrian steel armor of Aegon the Conqueror. What a trip, dude. What a trip! What a crazy, egotistical little fucker. And he just wants to go, and he wants to go hard. He talks about how these homies now have to have chastity. They're like, wait, what? And then we get Sir Fett footage coming in. And, pulling a little Grima worm tongue here. He basically tells Aegon, look, if you want to go fight, that's great. But there's a bunch of people starting rumors that your mom actually wants you to go fight so that you either die or just stay away, and then she can be in charge of everything. And it was the perfect little seed of inspiration. It was like say what you will about Sir Foot Fetish. He's real smart. And he understands how to manipulate people. And he just manipulated the shit out of Aegon, which was cool. So then he's like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I won't, And he also makes him the Lord of Whispers, which is kind of interesting. Then we get the whole whorehouse scene, which I got to be careful not to show. But we can talk about it a little bit. So they go in there, they get wasted, and then I found this scene to be so weird and kind of useless. Like, what is the point of this scene? To get full frontal of Aemond? Fucking why? I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get what purpose it serves other than to maybe cause some kind of rift between the two brothers. Who knows? I don't really get it, okay? Then we cut to a scene with Allison, and at first I thought she was getting into Warhammer like her dad. So at first I thought she was actually building her own Warhammer models, and I was like, dude, that's tight. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. But no, she's looking over the toys of her children, which is kind of sad. And then she finally gets out the letter, and she reads the letter from Allison. So then we have this fucking guy, and he's like, dude, I don't want to sleep on the ground. I'm trying to go do what the king was just doing and go to the inn, maybe bag a couple whores or something like that. Like, that's real chill. And then Sir Kristen Cole realizes that they're in the open, and then the dragon finds them and kind of like chases them away. And although I liked this scene, I still kind of don't get it. Like, I suppose it serves the purpose of letting Rhaenyra know that the conflict is actually building and that the troops are actually moving. But it felt a little contrived to me, you know, if I'm going to be honest. Like, it felt a little contrived. And also, like, you're telling me that dragon couldn't have let off just a little bit of fire there? Come on, just a little. Just a little. Just a little. But anyway. Okay, now, this scene was cool, man. We then cut to, and it's interesting that the establishing shot here has the wayward tree. I believe that's how you say it, the wayward, right? Somebody help me out in chat. So we got the wayward tree here. Awesome element of Game of Thrones. Dude, before Dan and Dave fucked it all up at the end of the original show, the theories about these wayward trees and the old gods and stuff, dude, it's so good. It was so interesting. But alas, it kind of gets wasted a little bit. But yeah, so this scene's really cool, right? And you cut to Daemon, who can't trust anybody, has his door all, you know, sorted up. And then he, like, somebody's pounding on the door. He comes out, and he goes over here. And who does he see? Supergirl. He randomly sees Supergirl. And Supergirl's like, dude, I always had to clean up your shit. Fuck you. And then Daemon wakes up. It was a dream. And he's in front of the wayward tree with, like, the old gods and everything. And this creepy bitch over here is like, you're going to die here. Now, let's talk about the creepy bitch. This could be Melisandre. Yeah. So the lady in red that we see in Game of Thrones, she is hundreds of years old. And remember, she has that jewel on her neck that makes her look like that super sexy chick, but that's not actually what she looks like. We see in the one episode in Game of Thrones, she takes that off, and she's this old, wrinkly, like, lady from The Shining. Okay? So this could literally be Melisandre, which I would absolutely love. Now, I don't know the significance of why Daemon is having these dreams. What's up with him in the Wayward? Is he having dragon visions or dragon dreams? I'm not really sure. But this was a very interesting element. As far as I understand it, not in the book at all. One of the things I'm kind of interested about this show specifically and everything they are doing with live action Game of Thrones, I'm curious how much of this is going to tie to the Night King, to the Long Night, to the Song of Ice and Fire, prophecy, and all that. Because a lot of that's in the books, but the Night King is not in the book. It's not. But we know that he is. Like, for instance, in the scene where Aegon is telling everybody, like, yo, I'm the baddest bitch out. I'm just as ferocious as all these motherfuckers. I'm going to get on this dragon, and I'm going to fuck shit up. And he's, like, stabbing with the dagger. That's the Valyrian steel dagger that Arya uses to steal Jon Snow's prophetic mojo and kill the Night King. So it's like a lot of cool stuff that's tied to the old Game of Thrones show. It'll be interesting to see if anything adds to that. I like this idea. I like this idea of adding to the lore overall. Okay, so then we have her talking to the one lady, and the lady's like, she goes to church. Take me to church. And then her and this homie sneak in to the church. Nobody recognizes her, which is whatever. And then we get this scene with the two of them together. Okay, now, look. This is not in the books either. It's a massive change, and it's going to add an emphasis. It's going to add an element to the entire conflict going from here. In this scene, Alicent realizes that she is a dumb bitch. Rhaenyra realizes that Alicent is a dumb bitch, but they both realize it's too late. Okay? So it's interesting because they both kind of realize, oh shit, this dumb bitch fucked it all up, and now the whole realm is gonna burn. But also, it doesn't change anything, so I don't know. I don't really get it, and it's not, like I said, it's not in the book. I understand the show wants to have one last scene with these two together on screen. I almost feel, though, just for me personally, I almost feel like it's more horrifying. It's more scary. It's more fucked up if Rhaenyra opens that letter as she's about to die. When we've already seen all the tragedy, everything's fucked up, and then she opens up that letter. And she's like, oh, I could have maybe stopped all of this or whatever. This, I don't know. For me personally, it didn't really do much for me. I understand what the show is trying to accomplish here, but holy shit, let's just get into the dragons. Okay, so we have this long, drawn-out conversation where basically she's just understanding how dumb Alicent is. Alicent, you dumb, dumb bitch. And that ends it. So there you go. That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh my goodness. Here's Kalisto to tell me how wrong I am. Okay, let me read this. Kalisto says, the Alicent / Rhaenyra scene is pivotal. Rhaenyra's been trying to avoid war. After Song of Ice and Fire discussion, she'll see this war as bigger than just the throne. It's for the future survival of Westeros. Hang on, let's see if this gets read out.
The Alicent / Rhaenyra scene is pivotal. Rhaenyra's been trying to avoid war. After Song of Ice and Fire discussion, she'll see this war as bigger than just the throne. It's for the future survival of Westeros. She's all in now.
Interesting. Okay, so Rhaenyra will see the war as more important. The future survival of Westeros, she's all in now. But I guess for me, although I understand your point, and I appreciate the support, and I love the accent that you chose, Kalisto. That's a great accent. But here's the thing. How does she not already know that? Doesn't she already know what's at stake? Didn't her father make her understand by telling her the story? All this scene does, at least as far as I'm concerned, all this scene does is confirm what a dumb bitch Alicent is. That's it. It doesn't add emphasis to the Song of Ice and Fire. The Song of Ice and Fire was always a thing. That's the whole point. I don't know. To me, I just disagree. I have a slightly different interpretation of it. Josh is wrong. Throw a 1 into the chat if you think I'm wrong on this one. And it's okay. I've been wrong before. It's very rare. You know, I'm going to be honest. It's pretty rare. It's like a unicorn. But throw a 1 into the chat if you think I'm wrong. Chet, ban them. Get them all out of here. Every single one. Everybody that put a 1 into the chat, ban them. Ban them twice. Oh, so you guys think it's so fucking pivotal. Oh, it's so pivotal. Yeah, right. Josh, France or Belgium? I'm going to have to go with Belgium. Belgium, they have good waffles. They have a lot of fun smoke shops. And they're not French. Oh, oui, mon ami. Hey, yo, fuck the French. Okay. And also, I don't even understand the context of that question, but I appreciate it. She needed to see she was stupid in person, Josh. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. Yeah. I will say this. I think it's actually more development for Alicent than it is Rhaenyra. Again, I don't think it does anything for Rhaenyra. But for Alicent, she should now understand that she fucked it up. She should now understand that a lot of this is her fault. And that everything she does from here on out is technically in the wrong. That's what I think. Belgians speak French? Why? Why? And next week we get, I know, from what I understand, next week we get a big old battle, and I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. Big old battle, let's fucking go. I'm just saying, man, I've been a little, I don't know. Like, this episode was okay. Last episode was like, it was pretty good. You know, it was pretty good. But this episode was just okay. Yeah. Canadians speaking gibberish too. That's true. But it's Canada Day, man. We got to go easy on the Canadians today. HBO been quiet on the viewership since last week. You know, that is true. I do wonder how the viewership is going for the show, for sure. I don't know. Hopefully next week really pops it up. People get excited. Yeah. They need to have a 3-year gap in sort CGI to give us millions of battles. This is meant to be gory. Yeah. Josh, talk about the Freemasons. I mean, what about them? What about them? I'm talking about all the way back to Solomon? Like, what are we talking about? Oh man, Superman lifting a concrete slab. My Time to Shine posted. Oh yeah? Should we check it out? Superman picking up slabs and shit. Is that cool? Is it so cool? Let's see. I don't see it at all. Superman? I don't see. All right, let me just look it up. Oh, I see. Man, that ain't even worth looking at. Like, Superman's lifting up a big old slab. Who gives a fuck? Sorry, not good enough for me. I'm not looking at it. I don't care. A new trailer? A 30-second spot for Deadpool and Wolverine? Anything new in this one? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
Now?
Now.
Huh, all right, finally aged.
Am I putting your mask back on?
Super hard to eat while I'm wearing it.
It's super hard to eat when you're not. Rated R.
Let's watch it again.
Let's give the people what they came for. Deadpool and Wolverine. A team.
Yeah.
Shake on it. Oh, you nicked it. Just got the tip with your little steak knife. Now?
Now.
Huh, all right, finally aged.
Am I putting your mask back on?
Super hard to eat while I'm wearing it.
It's super hard to eat when you're not. Rated R.
So let me ask you guys, like, what do you guys think about the marketing for this movie? It's been a point of conversation, right? And I just don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, they ain't showing us shit for this movie.
Let's give the people.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's okay. I don't know. Brendan says, yo, Josh, much love, brother. I'm from Jersey, but on vacation in Maine. These streams ease my home sickness. Well, I'm happy to help out, brother. Thank you for the love. Appreciate the support. Yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the marketing? They already know the movie's going to be a hit, so they're not showing anything. You know, can I play devil's advocate just a little bit on that point? Just a little bit. It sucks, says Kendall. I gotta say I kind of agree with Kendall. Because, look. You know what? Fuck it, man. Let's do a little clip. Let's do a little clip. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this, okay? Hang on. Let me take a sip of this coffee. The marketing for Deadpool and Wolverine. Has it been good? Has it been bad? I think that's the question. So, we just watched another trailer, little 30-second spot, and so far, all of the marketing has basically been of the same couple of scenes. You know, there's some of it that's in the void or on the void, and that's pretty much all that we're seeing, okay? The question is this good marketing or is this bad marketing? Now, on the one hand, I will say I like the idea of them keeping a lot of the surprises. And I think this movie, as opposed to like Multiverse of Madness, there's a lot of questions. Because, number one, if you guys remember, there were all these 4chan leaks that came out, and then all the scoopers were going crazy. Like, do you remember when Alex Perez told us that Wanda was going to fight the fucking Phoenix in this movie, right? So we went from that to being like, oh, actually, they've removed all the cameos. It's pretty streamlined. It's not going to be that crazy. To now, where it seems like there could be a lot of crazy stuff in there. People talking about, like, RDJ. People talking about Hulk. Interesting stuff. And so there is a lot of mystery. And they did some reshoots, which were apparently mostly for cameos. So there's crazy cameos in this thing, 100%. But while I do think it's good to keep some secrets, they are just showing us a lot of the same stuff in the void. And I think a lot of fans, number one, don't even like the look of the void. Like, here's something that I don't know if Marvel thought about. The void kind of looks like shit. And they put this filter on it, and they're trying to like desaturate it. And I think part of this is to get the superhero suits to really pop, right? So they could jack up the saturation on the suits. But like, legitimately, it doesn't look good. Okay, I think the movie's going to be good, but I look at these shots in the void, and I'm like, wow. So they shot on location We got spoiled a bunch of shit because of telephoto lenses, and it doesn't even look good. Like, you could have done this background on a green screen, 100%. It does not look good. It looks like a shitty, desaturated desert. You can get that pretty fucking easily. That's not a hard look to accomplish. Okay? And I think there are a lot of casual fans that are looking at the marketing for this movie, and they're like, so this is just Deadpool and Wolverine fighting in some shitty, desaturated void thing? Like against the X-Men and stuff? It doesn't look exciting. Yes, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, they look cool, and it's very funny. It's funny. But I just don't know, bro. Like, I'm a little torn on this marketing because if there's other cool stuff here, maybe show some more of that. Some stuff that gets the imagination working. Because we're at such a weird point with the marketing that people are looking at the shots in the desert and making little arrows to, like, absolutely fucking nothing, and then speculating about what character that could be or what reveal that's going to be. It's like, dude, what the fuck happened? We're pointing at parts of the desert and getting excited about the possibility that they've CGI'd out a character in the desert? I just don't know. Okay? And another thing I'll say about this, does anybody else worry a little bit that this movie is more of a bromance comedy with, like, a whole bunch of Deadpool, like, gay jokes, and it's not actually going to be as awesome as a lot of us are hoping for? I don't know. For me personally, I see a lot of this stuff and I'm like, okay, more of that. Yes, more of that. Is that all that it is? Is that all the movie is? Like, I'm not saying that's going to be bad, but that's not anywhere near as epic as I think a lot of us were hoping. So, I don't know. I mean, look, ultimately, the measure of the marketing is probably how successful the movie's going to be, right? And I think this movie's going to be successful. But it's almost like they know it's going to be successful, so they're not marketing aggressively. And I got to say, if your metric for successful marketing is you saying, well, they don't need to market it, then, like, what the fuck are we talking about, dude? You're basically saying that the lack of marketing is good marketing. I just don't know if I agree. I just don't know if I agree. Because I think this movie has a lot riding on it. It's not only a super big deal for, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, and those people, but it's a big deal for Marvel overall. This is supposed to be a turning point for the MCU. And I'm like, dude, is this literally just Deadpool and Wolverine making gay jokes and fighting each other? Because that's fine, but I don't know if that's, like, your only MCU movie that year changing Marvel, like, that level of fine. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm setting down? No? No? Not following you? I don't agree here? You have spoke of turning point since year our Lord 2020. Somebody ban that guy. Nah, again, you want to be shown everything already. Leave it up to mystery and wait for the movie. Believe in your goat. So nobody is going to acknowledge that the idea of a lack of marketing being good marketing is just a tad counterintuitive. Just a tad. Just a tad. Kevin should be gone already, like Joe. What the fuck? I'm surprised the theaters near me are not sold out for opening night for Deadpool 3 like they were less than a half year ago. Is there something similar in your theater? I haven't actually checked. So, The movie is tracking well, so the marketing is fine. The movie is tracking well, so the marketing is fine. Maybe. We have been getting nonstop trailers. Yeah, but they're literally all the fucking same, dude. Josh is turning on Deadpool 3. No, I'm not turning on Deadpool 3. I'm merely saying I don't think the marketing has been effective. What marketing would you do? Okay. Remember when the Marvels talked about changing the MCU and they brought out the archived quote from Thanos and they showed us a bunch of Avengers and shit like that? I just think something like something with that kind of energy. Like, let me give you an example. Just an example. Okay? Deadpool himself could literally just walk out onto a totally white screen and look us dead in the eyes and say, you know what, nerds? I know it's been a rough couple of years. I know certain things haven't really worked out for you. But this movie right here is going to give you a nerd boner so hard that we had to reduce the runtime. Otherwise, you'd all have to run to the doctor afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, just something like that. Or like, you know, Deadpool comes out and he's like, dude, you want the Avengers? Fuck that. I'm making my own Avengers. You know? Something like that. I feel like the marketing right now for Deadpool and Wolverine is, yeah, we're going to show you that same fucking shot with them in the shitty desaturated desert void and get excited again. Like, if it's just the same, why are you even releasing it? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Retweet every one of these things and be like, oh, dude, it's that same 5 seconds of footage from the shitty desaturated void. Let's go. Like, is that what I'm supposed to do? Like, Marvel, Feige, hit me up. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Ah, shit, more of the same. Tastes so good. Like, seriously, what am I supposed to do? Josh wants to see the whole... What? Carl, you better add something to that sentence, brother. TTS? Yeah, talk to speech. Text to speech. This has been my concern with Deadpool 3. What have they done to pull in fans that aren't Deadpool fans? They're banking on Deadpool and Wolverine. Smack my head. LOL sucks. Yeah, I mean... Look, Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. He looks awesome. I think the fight with Sabretooth was cool. It was cool for them to release that. But again, we already know not only that he's in the movie, we know he gets his head cut off. And we know that because you guys decided to shoot on location and it still doesn't even look good. Like, what are we doing here? Holy shit. Oh, you didn't know that? Sorry. Like I said, mysteries abound. Uh-oh, I feel like there's a young Liam trying to get into the office. I see it's like a horror movie. I see the door turning a little bit. C-Dub says 4 years and 2 kids later, I'm still nerd venging baby. Love this community. Currently listening while playing golf. Also, Carl is always right. Much love, Papa J. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for the spoiler, Josh. You're welcome. Sorry. I'll try to be more careful. But, like, I mean, come on. Come on, dude. If you're the type of person on social media where these type of trailers are getting into your feed, then I'm almost guaranteeing you that the set photos were also in your feed. Like, I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. And then you got Ryan Reynolds selling $50 bottles of gin with a little Deadpool thing in there. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I guess. Getting me real excited. This $50 bottle of gin gets me so hyped for Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, I love it. Like, I'm just saying, I'm giving him a B- on the marketing. I'm giving him a B-. And I think that's generous, to be honest with you. I mean, the movie will probably still do well. You're giving him a C+? Oh, shit. 50 isn't a lot for a bottle of fine gin. Okay. Carl says, I'm no C-dub. Stick to streaming. Marketing is fine. Josh will hate Deadpool Wolverine confirmed. Star Wars also shot in the desert, by the way. Nerdvengers for life. Fine, Carl. What is the point of marketing a movie? Well, okay, that's actually a great question. So, we're going to segue into another topic here, man. We're going to segue into another topic because I want to talk to you about marketing. Listen up! Listen up! I'm trying to teach stuff! Okay. So, let's talk a little bit about marketing. Hang on, let me address Michael's question first. Michael says, leaks got us watching movies with a mental checklist of all the shit we heard, and then if the leaks don't line up, people hate the film. It's bad, dude. Look, to a degree, I agree with you because I do think there are some people that view the movie like that, right? But for me personally, that is not true at all. When I go to watch a movie, if I'm sitting there thinking of leaks and the checklist, that's the movie's fault. Because if the movie's doing its job, I am drawn in and I'm just like in a live moment, just thinking and reacting to what I'm seeing in the film. Now, will I maybe here and there be like, oh shit, the leaks were right about that? Yeah, but I'm not sitting there looking for things. I'm experiencing a movie. It's a totally different experience. But I will say, if the movie is garbage, yeah, I'm probably going to start drifting and thinking about other things. Okay, now, let's talk about marketing. Do you guys know that Burger King sells burgers? Do you guys know that? Like, there's probably a Burger King that's around you that sells burgers. Yeah. Terrible what? Dude, Burger King. Dude, you talking shit on the king? My God. Okay. But here's the thing, right? If we all know that, then why is Burger King advertising? Shitty King. Wait a goddamn minute here. Should I go get a bunch of burgers and if we do a tier list as I taste each and every burger from all the restaurants on stream? Because I'm telling you, Burger King's going to be high on that list. Okay, so mark that down. We're going to do that. Number B. Why does Burger King market if we all know that Burger King exists and that Burger King sells burgers, why does Burger King market? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? It's because they want to be top of mind. They want you, the next time you go out to get a burger, to think of Burger King and possibly make that decision. Now, they've done studies on this kind of stuff with science, and it'll often take 17 different advertisements before it affects what I would call an actual consumer behavior decision. 17. As an example, how many of you guys have heard of Apple TV? How many of you guys have heard of Apple TV? Okay. How many of you that have heard of Apple TV are subscribed to Apple TV? Okay, this is a great example. So, I've heard of Apple TV for a long time, and I've also heard about the great shows that are on Apple TV. And I've probably heard mention of this, I don't know, close to 100 times by now. So this weekend, I finally signed up for Apple TV, and I watched Dark Matter. Incredible show. Love that show. And I want to talk more about it because I think not only is it a great show, but it actually shows you the blueprint, a beautiful blueprint of how Marvel Studios can take variants and still give us very heavy emotional beats and stakes with variants of characters. Okay. But here's the thing. If you think about the advertising, you think about the word of mouth, you think about this. I literally heard about Apple TV over and over and over and over again. It is building up the concept or the brand recognition of Apple TV in my mind as a consumer. So I get closer and closer to making that decision, and all of a sudden, we don't really know what we want to watch. I think to myself, oh, well, I've heard about this. Why not try Apple TV? So the advertising for Deadpool and Wolverine is partially to keep the idea of Deadpool and Wolverine top of mind, not for people like us, because for people like us, it's like very, very top of mind. We're very aware, but like just outside of our bubble, in the sort of normie space, it's to keep people top of mind. Okay? But the other function of it is to get people that hadn't considered going to see the movie to consider seeing the movie. And what I would argue is this marketing does not feel like it's targeting that group of people effectively. It's probably effective for you and me and for people just outside of our bubble. But for like the far normie audience, I do not think this advertising is effective. Now, it's possible that word of mouth, Marvel's brand, Wolverine's brand, Deadpool's brand, even Ryan Reynolds' brand, it's possible that all of those things are already operating and this marketing is pushing those ideas and those brands top of mind in consumers, and that is why you are seeing good buzz, a good outlook, good marketing. right? And the marketing will shift, by the way. After the movie officially comes out, you'll see even more spoilery stuff. This is a pattern that Marvel does. In the weeks following, they're going to be like, okay, well, let's just put some juicy spoilers into the marketing because we really want to target those people that are on the fence and get them to check it out. It'll be just interesting to see how this movie performs. Is the marketing effective? And so far, like, I personally don't think the marketing is actually doing that great of a job. That's just me. And also, too, Marvel's really interested in this because the marketing for this movie, in large part, is controlled by Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is in control of how this movie's marketed. And in some ways, I think he's done a great job. Some of this is really good. Like, I'll tell you this. On the outset, the video where he announced Hugh Jackman's return, brilliant. Brilliant. A lot of those early videos, brilliant. This stretch of the marketing, I do not think is being handled as good as it could be. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And I guess we'll see. We'll see how the movie does. We'll see. Okay? Now, can I talk to you a little bit about, what's it called? Dark Matter? Woo! How many of you guys are watching Dark Matter? Or have heard of it or whatever? It's still going for a bill. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'd say probably. Yeah. I'll say, yeah, probably. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, probably. Oh, man. Okay. It's a great show. So, Dark Matter is, and it actually stars Uncle Owen, the actor that played Uncle Owen in both Kenobi and Revenge of the Sith. And so he is a high school college physics professor. And essentially the plot revolves around a variant of him from a different universe coming into his universe, stealing his life, kicking him into the other universe, and then just taking over his life. Okay? That's like the basic premise. And chaos ensues and it gets really crazy. But the show, to me, is laying the perfect foundation for how variants should work in the MCU, especially as we get to Secret Wars, okay? So, when it comes to Marvel, when it comes to Secret Wars, we know we're getting some variants. Like, we know that Wolverine, in Deadpool and Wolverine, he's a variant. Like, that's not the Wolverine from the Logan movie. That's not the Wolverine from even X-Men First Class, like, or X-Men X2, X-Men and X2 and X3. It is a variant of him, okay? And, you know, slight spoilers, but we kind of even know how and why this variant is different, okay? When it comes to Tony Stark, RDJ, we're going to talk more about RDJ in just a second. But when it comes to RDJ, we also know it's going to be a different version. This will not be the Iron Man that snapped and that died in Endgame. It's not going to be him. It's a different variant, okay? And one of my issues and one of the things I've been thinking about is like, okay, so I understand that, but the problem is that robs us of the significance of certain character moments. Mainly, Tony's daughter, Pepper, and Tom Holland Spider-Man. Okay? Tom Holland Spider-Man loved Tony. It's a super big emotional hole. You know, they did a whole movie kind of breaking that down. Obviously, Tony's daughter is going to freak out if she sees him. Pepper would freak out if she saw him as well. But the Tony may or may not have any idea who they are. Okay? Now, in this show, they do some incredible things, bro. Incredible things. There's a particular scene, and I'm not going to get too spoilery here, okay? But check this out. There's a scene where the main character, whose name is Jason, he's trying to get back to his world. And he keeps getting into worlds that are very similar to his world, but not quite. In one of them, there's a deadly virus, everybody's quarantined, and he goes to his house, and his wife is there. She's got like all this hemorrhaging in her eye. She's like brutal. Like, she's about to die, right? And she's like, you were dead, and she like misses him. And even though it's not his actual wife, he loves her, and so he's trying to help her, and it really shakes him up. They end up giving the dude morphine enough to kill her, so he gives her like an easy death. And the scene is so emotional, and it's just so crazy because it's not his wife, but it's looks just like her, and he like still loves her. And so this emotional shit keeps happening, and it's not quite that they are the same people, but you take the relationship that was established for the main character and pull on those strings via variants, right? So like, I was thinking about this with regards to Iron Man specifically. If Iron Man shows up, and I personally think that it's going to be superior Iron Man, this is going to be like a villainous version of Iron Man, anti-hero, probably a version of Iron Man that actually put a suit of armor around the world. You know, he fixed Ultron, all of that, okay? When he shows up, our Spider-Man is going to have a reaction based on seeing him and having all the emotions of his Tony flood into him. And yet, that Tony maybe doesn't even know who he is. Maybe there's no Spider-Man in that universe, or maybe Tony knows Spider-Man, but he never had a relationship with him. And so as I was watching this show, and I highly recommend you guys watch the show as well, it's multiverse done very intelligently, most importantly, emotionally intelligent. Like, it's emotionally smart. And you can watch these characters have like a reaction while also understanding this isn't that person, but they still have a connection to that person. And I think that's the juice, man. Because, look, Secret Wars is going to be very bombastic. It's going to be crazy, a lot of variants, a lot of fun. But we need emotional core moments for the plot to work. For us to be invested in these characters, we need to go through those emotional beats. And I truly think that Dark Matter, for me, it's the first time I've seen a show or a movie that tackles that concept so well with such nuance that I was like, dude, that's it. That's the blueprint. That's what Marvel Studios needs to do if they want it to hit right when we get close to the multiverse and when we get close to Secret Wars. So I love it. I love the show. And I highly recommend you watch it. It's very cool. So I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah. On that note, let's talk a little bit about RDJ, man. Let's talk about a little bit Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey. Ooh. Ooh, I just heard something kind of cool. Probably can't tell you, though. Oh, she spoiled it. Okay, look, and also, too, like, I'm trying to be chill. I'm trying not to fight with, like, the scoopers and everything anymore. But, like, just look at how dumb My Time to Shine is. Like, this way you got to flip a coin every time she says something. Hulk is in the movie, and she's like, no. Then today, she's like, never mind, Hulk's in it. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. So you got to take all this stuff with a grain of salt. Okay. Where's it? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where are we talking about? By the way, Hulk's in it. Not a crazy fight. What the hell? Not let me pull this over here. Not a crazy fight. But yeah, he's in it. He's in it. Okay. Can we talk about RDJ a little bit? Lies? Oh, now you think I'm lying. Oh, now I'm lying, huh? Oh, now I'm a big old liar. Sheesh. Which Hulk? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were fine with the bare-ass desert wasteland shots and all the trailers. You guys were cool with it. I'm not going to say shit. I thought we were fine with the marketing. I thought you were good, chat. We don't need to know. Anyway. We good. Move on. By the way, can I just say, guys, I'm feeling so damn good today. And I hope you are too. I hope, even though I've been super snarky and abrasive and complainy and kind of flagrant, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And I hope you're feeling good. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. Let's talk about RDJ a little bit here, ladies and gentle beings. Okay, couple of different things. And you know what else, too? Oh, man, this is so crazy. So, recently, Daniel RPK came out with a little scoopy scoop about RDJ. This follows up on My Time to Shine, talking more about RDJ. Okay. Now, in Daniel's scoop, and again, take all of this with a grain of salt, because I think Robert Downey Jr. is in the movie. Okay? What Daniel said was there was originally a plan for Robert Downey Jr. to cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine. What he said specifically was it was going to be a post-credit scene that sets up Secret Wars and also pays off a scene from earlier in the film. That scene is still in the movie. By the way, got a big old video coming out about this later today where I'm going to go into great detail and I'm going to talk about leaks, rumors, and stuff like that. So check out that video. But let's focus on RDJ right now. So that's what Daniel was saying. That's crazy. That's bananas. Okay? And this also times with my time to shine, saying that Robert Downey Jr. is waiting for that one special project to make his MCU comeback. Okay? So they're negotiating right now, and I personally believe that he will play a superior Iron Man variant, and that there was a plan for that character to be in the Deadpool and Wolverine post-credit scene, and it's still possible that Robert Downey Jr. is in there. I guess my question to you guys is, if it's not Deadpool and Wolverine, because according to Daniel, it's not, they didn't work it out. If it's not Deadpool and Wolverine, what movie do you think it will be? And how do you think they're going to utilize Robert Downey Jr. into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And also, I want to find one other thing here, because I thought there was another. I feel like she might have deleted her one tweet about it. Let me see. Let me see. Did she delete it? Interesting. I think she might have deleted it. Wow. What the shit? Unless I'm missing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she didn't delete it. It's right here. She was talking about RDJ playing an evil version of Tony Stark. I think that's what it's going to be. I think that is what it's going to be. And I like it, dude. Ironheart? Hell nah. Hell nah. Yeah, I think it's going to be an evil version. I think it's probably associated with what they were going to do with Tom Cruise Iron Man and the superior Iron Man from 838. I think that's what it's going to be, but we'll see. So if we kind of just do a whole summary of how this has happened, you'll recall that there were initial rumors that Robert Downey Jr. would return to the MCU. These were around the time of Spider-Man No Way Home, because everybody was like, oh shit, like Secret Wars is going to be crazy, right? Then there was like a lot of people kind of throwing dirt on that. A lot of people saying like, that's not really going to happen. Maybe he won't come back. Then you sort of saw Tony and Robert change his tune on this a little bit. And he was like, oh, it's in my DNA. I'm actually, very open to it, etc., etc. And that's probably all around this time where they start fleshing this out. Now, one of the things about Deadpool and Wolverine, we sort of talked about this earlier when we were discussing the marketing. I think Marvel has decided that they need to put their dick on the table. Like, it's time. This is not the time to, like, fuck around. I think they need to go hard. And I mean, look. Chris Evans is in this movie. And he might even have a substantial role in this movie. Okay? Ruffalo Hulk looks like he's in the movie. Okay? There's a lot of rumors about what that post-credit scene could be. I think it is still possible that RDJ is in this movie, and I hope that he is. I hope that he is, and I hope that they're like hiding it and everybody's confused. People are like, wait, what? This is crazy. We don't know. But it seems like a lot of stuff that people didn't think was in the movie, like Hulk, is actually in the movie. So if they pulled this off, dude, and we get to the point where we're like, wait, I don't know, RDJ, maybe not. People are saying no, and all of a sudden he's in the movie, even if he's just in the post-credit scene. Like, bro, that is going to blow people away. And I think it is time to blow people away. I think it is time to stop fucking around, get the cards on the table, let's just go. And if they actually pull this off, bro, and they have Toby and RDJ in this movie as a tease for Secret Wars and the multiversal Avengers and shit, bro. Hot damn. They need to move on from ye old characters. No, they fucking don't, Henny Ignancino. No, they fucking don't. And watch your goddamn mouth. Jeez. Ryan posted the Avengers flag. Yeah, don't worry. Big video coming out about that today. Big video coming out about it today. And it's still bombing? Wait, what? Oh, Cap 4? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's up with Cap 4. Okay. Enough of that. You butchered bro's name? Yeah, my bad. My bad. Am I excited about F4? Yes. Yes, I am. One reason why. One reason. Does anybody know? Can anybody guess why I'm excited for the Fantastic Four? One reason. Pedro Reed. No. I mean, I'm excited about Doom, but Doom's not really in the movie. Doom is at the end of the movie. No, that's not why. Why are you lying? It's Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards! Come on, man. Y'all know about Franklin? You know about Franklin Richards? You will. You will. Hell yeah. Franklin Richards, so good. Look at the budget. Gonna be hard to even break even. I mean, dude, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know, bro. I'm sure if you were an investor or something and you were looking at Marvel's spending, you'd be like, yeah, that seems a little fiscally irresponsible. But for me as a fan, bro, I don't care. Throw another $100 million. Just throw another $100 million. It's not like Star Wars, where they're throwing all this money at it and you can't see where it's going. Cav, thanks, man. Appreciate the gift of membership. Nolan says, with a 10 spot, I'm good with just licking the tip with the marketing because when I see the goods in the movie, I want to bust a nut. Same. Big same. Josh, you still need to read it out loud. Yeah. You're 1 cent short. So luckily TTS will not read that. Yeah. Okay, one last thing I want to talk about, then we can get into whatever you guys want to get into. I want to talk about the Sentry God damn it, Adam. So, some interesting news came out about the Sentry in the Thunderbolts movie, and I want to get your take on this because it's kind of interesting. So, apparently, the Sentry in the movie will have a no-kill policy. So, even though he's like Superman level powerful, maybe even more powerful than that, he has a no-kill policy. Okay? That's kind of interesting. I have mixed feelings about it. Partially, this is probably done because when they program him, like, they recognize how powerful he is, and they're like, dude, this dude cannot kill people. If we let this dude kill people, he's going to go nuts. You know what I mean? So, I could kind of see it because I think the rule is going to be broken a little bit as he starts to snap. That's actually going to be a great indicator of him losing control, right? Like, if he just starts, like, ripping people apart, which, God, he better rip some people apart. I hope he rips Florence Pugh apart. And Ghost. And Taskmaster. 100% Taskmaster. 100%. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I hope he rips everybody in half except Bucky. That's what I think. So hopefully he rips everybody in half, including Florence Pugh. So maybe that's like the indication of him starting to lose controls when he starts ripping people apart. That would be nuts. And then, of course, the Void will completely take over and probably just crush everybody that's around. But, yeah, I was kind of curious. Like, what do you guys think? Like, is that too wild? No killing? Sentry isn't going to kill people? Is that too much like Superman? Like, are we getting, like, straight up Superman in Marvel? Is that too much? I don't know. What do you guys think? He needs that nerf or he'll clap the Thunderbolts in 2 seconds. Yeah, but isn't he, like, with the Thunderbolts? I guess there's, like, old plot leaks and we don't really know. But, yeah. Den of Snowballs? What do you mean? What do you mean? Rossi. Yelena should live? Why? Why does Yelena deserve to live? He starts with no killing, but he will end up killing in the end? Yeah, probably. The Gat? Oh, shit. Because it's Pig? Because she's hot, duh. So, you've never seen, like, a very attractive lady and think, man, if the Sentry ripped her apart, that would be dope! Like, nobody has that? Nobody thinks, like, dude, yeah, she's super hot. If she got ripped in half by Sentry on the screen in 4K detail, in slow motion with guts flying everywhere. No? Okay. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess she could live. I just think what they were trying to do with Pew, it's fine, but just bring Natasha back. Yep, I said it. The FBI sees your search history. So if I'm Googling, like, how to destroy the FBI, that's probably a bad look. Is that, like, not good? I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? What are we talking about? Well, guess our time is limited then. They're probably going to come after me. What do you think the asterisk means in the Thunderbolts title? I mean, it probably has something to do with the Dark Avengers. Yeah, they'll probably do something like that. That's it on the snowball. You want the Blumpkin? Wait, what? The snowball is when she doesn't spit and you make out anyway. Wait, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think they should all get ripped in half, smashed to pieces, absolutely destroyed. But I guess we'll see. You know, Florence will probably make it out because she's hot and everybody likes her. So that's fine. I'm okay with it. I will accept it. Florence is mid. Florence is mid. I don't think she's mid. She's not really like my type. But I don't think she's mid. She's a good-looking lady. She's a good-looking lady. She's actually a really good actress too. Get him out of here. I mean, look at the name that said she's mid. Enough said. Wait, who said it? Oh, everybody and their mom. Oh, yeah, true. She's not ScarJo hot. Nah. Nah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Who's directing Avengers 5 and 6? Levy? I guess we're going to see. Yo, apparently, the old Russo brothers, they pitched it, and Kevin was like, no, I still don't like you. Kevin was like, I'm still mad at you. ScarJo did a little Botox in between Endgame, though. What the fuck? ScarJo would make me risk it all. I don't know. We got some mixed opinions in here. Let me rather frame that as a question. My apologies. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Elizabeth Olsen fan. I'm team Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Let's talk Comic-Con announcements. I mean, we can. We talked about it a little bit before. I expect them to go pretty hard, man. I think we're going to get some more announcements over the next couple of days and weeks. But yeah, Saturday's going to be that's going to be a big stream, dude. Make sure you're hydrated, caffeinated, got your brown pants on. Make sure you're ready to go. What about the Boys preview? What about it? Is there like a new one out there or something? Say what? Say what? Yeah. I just don't know, bro. I really don't know about this Deadpool marketing. Like, I'm going to go see it. But I'm just telling you, dude, I stand by what I said. I said what I said, and I meant it. They've got some shots of the Rings of Power Season 2. Whenever I see a shot from the Rings of Power, I'm like, my God, this thing must be losing oodles of money. Because this looks incredible, but people do not care. Yeah. Bro, you do this membership drive with a $200 gift card extra entries when I'm out of Google points and trying to stop my super addiction. How dare you? Yes, well, look, I am sorry about that. But also, it doesn't have anything to do with supers. It has to do with gifted memberships. And a bunch of people gifted memberships today. And not only do I appreciate it, but they get an extra entry to win the gift card. Like, isn't that fun? And also, by the way, you know, Rossi, I didn't want to say this, but you also gifted, or you also super chatted over $10 often. So you missed out on all the TTS stuff too. And you gifted 5 memberships. Let's go. Rossi! Please make sure that you can actually eat food this month. I do not want to be responsible for you not being able to eat, but I appreciate the support. Oh my God, Meet Norm has gifted a membership. Let's go. JJ Lamont gifted a membership. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Haunted Autumn says, join for your chance to win a 200. Oh, wait. Sorry. Join for your chance to watch a $200 GameStop gift card be given to some rando that's never here. Sometimes it happens twice a month. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Haunted Autumn. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. You know what? I don't know if there's anything else to talk about, but I still want to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Can we just chat? Like, what's on your mind? What are you guys thinking about? Hey, Delta Dan gifted a membership. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. What's on your mind? What are you guys thinking about? NCAA comes out? Is that a video game? Tim O'Brien, let's go, baby. Am I reading Twitch chat? They're, yes and no. Bob John says, yeah, why would it work so well? I could imagine Deadpool saying something like, Superman, this event affected the DC universe too. See? Yeah, I'm reading it. Also, okay, real quick. Hey, Andreas C-Dub, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Here's a question for the chat. He notices us, says Hail Wizard. Yes. Yes, I do. I'm thinking about the Hawk 2 girl. Yo, she's blowing up, dude. She was at a concert over the weekend. Yo, did she start an OnlyFans? I'm not saying she should. But send me the link. I'm just kidding. I have a wife. I wouldn't do that. Okay. Now, what was I talking about? There was somebody brought this up. It's actually a great, really cool thing that's coming. So, did you guys see the thing? Oh, Rick Ross being jumped? Yeah, but he didn't even take any shots, right? It was all his bodyguards and stuff, right? Did Ricky Rose take a shot? Who gives a crap about TTS? I want your sultry voice, says Rossi. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Wait, what? Guys, we're getting real distracted here. Hang on. He took 2 in the chin? Really? I didn't see that part. Dang. I'm insanely distracted right now. Me too. So he took a couple shots? I'm going to be honest, dude. It's fuck Rick Ross all day. That dude stole somebody's name. That dude was a correctionals officer. That dude is not a good guy. And he's got all this street cred, but he was literally like a cop. I don't understand it. Fuck Rick Ross. But I didn't see him take those shots. I watched the video. I didn't see him take those shots. But fuck Rick Ross. Okay. Here's what I was going to talk about before I got distracted. George R.R. Martin, instead of finishing his books, might be developing an Elden Ring movie or television show. Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this? Bro. And the living Hybunal, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers, baby. You are a Nerd Venger now. Did you guys see this? So this is kind of interesting because George helped create the lore for Elden Ring. I don't know how many people know about this, but it was like really early on, right? So when they were developing the game, they went to Martin. Martin helped them develop some of the lore. And the lore is great, dude. So if you ever gotten into Elden Ring, maybe you did what I did, around the time when it was like first popping off, dude, I would watch like hour-long videos breaking down the lore. Dude, it's really cool. It's really good. And Elden Ring is maybe the best game ever made. Certainly one of the most popular games ever made. And we've been talking over the past couple of years, you know, about these different studios and their development of video game properties, right? And so if they get the actual people from Software, I think is the name of the company, and maybe George helps them, because at this point, like, you got to admit, George is pretty good at producing and helping television to come to life, right? So, dude, are you kidding me? Holy shit. Holy shit. It doesn't have a story? No, it does. It does. It does. The Tarnish, the fall of Melania. Like, there's a big story. It's not, like, super central to playing the actual game. Like, you could play through the whole game and not really understand what the story is, but you get the story in little pieces of the lore. So it'll be like an armor set, and it'll have, like, the detail of it, or a certain boss, and then they explain a certain element of what happened. Yeah, no, it actually has really cool lore, but it's understated in the actual game. Yeah. And also, that's kind of interesting because that could be like an extra draw. Like, what if people were like, dude, I love Elden Ring. I don't know shit about the story. I will go check out this movie. And then all of a sudden it's presented in a really interesting way. That could be good. Yeah. That could be fun, dude. I'm always hopeful of these, like, new IP and, you know, video game stuff because I love franchises. I love big, nerdy things, you know? So that could be cool. We need book 6. There's some rumors. There's some rumors that he's working on it. Might come out by the end of the year. Josh, I will be the screenwriter for Unity now. I mean, that sounds awesome. Why the sudden interest? Why y'all into it? Did you finally read it? Yo, how many of you guys have read Unity Chapter 1 and Chapter 2? I'm just curious. How many of you guys have read it? Oh, right. You're in your screenwriting class, yeah. Because I think it's a pretty small number of people that have actually read both chapters. You never got Chapter 2? Check your Kickstarter. You probably got it. It's probably in a message. Nope, I'm waiting to have it. Totally understand. Totally get it. Trying to get it done fast. Haven't yet, but waiting on the physical copy. Okay, cool. No worries. I've read 1 so far. Okay, sick. How do we read chapter 2? Okay, so which campaign did you do? Second or first? So it's either in a message on your Kickstarter account, or you have to go to the campaign and there's an update for the campaign, which has the link to chapter 2. Yeah. I always hear you talking about it. What is the book about? It is a sort of post-apocalyptic superhero story. Essentially, the main plot involves this cosmic event where all these gold light, like beams of light, come down and give people superpowers, okay? So things are pretty chill, and then they're not. And it's World War III, and essentially, like, a war with superheroes is so bad that, like, 90% of the Earth is destroyed. And so to save the Earth, they come up with this thing called the Unity Corps. The Unity Corps is an authoritarian police state, and if you're a gifted, meaning if you got hit with the golden beam of light, it's non-optional. You have to go live and train and be controlled by the Unity Corps. So the main story takes place 30 years after that war, and things begin to unravel. Yeah, that's pretty much like the setup. Hey Josh, have you sent out the collector survey yet? I have not sent out surveys for the second Kickstarter yet, although I think I have all of those collectors in the Discord. But yeah. Haven't gotten to chapter 2 yet. It's all good. I understand. I will just say that I am really proud of chapter 1 and chapter 2, and I think they work as, like, they're kind of like one thing. Like, they work together, and then the fallout of what happens there is going to be explored in chapters 3, 4, and 5, right? Chillin says, I had to talk to Miss Chillin, so I missed your response to my super. Also, did you see that we're getting Cavill Highlander before Cavill Warhammer? Yeah. And let me find your chat. What did you say in your chat? Okay, it says, sup, Josh. You're making one of your most common mistakes, thinking people without your level of cinematic knowledge care about the teensy details. First of all, God damn it. Second of all, wait, what? Third of all, huh? And also, I appreciate it. Let's talk about Henry Cavill. Let's talk about Henry Cavill. So what do I think about him doing Highlander before what's it called? Warhammer. I'm fine with it because I think the stage that they are at with Warhammer is building. I think that it's mostly in the writer's room right now, and they're like building and thinking about pre-production and, you know, development. So Cavill doesn't have to be super involved at this stage. And also, there's been a lot of, like, reports and people out there being like, yo, like, he quit, or, like, he was so mad about the female custodies that he's walking away. All of that's bullshit. Like, I've looked into it. It's all bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. The Amazon thing could easily fall apart. But there's no new updates. All of these people, they are all full of shit, dude. Trust me. None of that is true. So, as far as I'm concerned, like, we're chilling. He's going to develop. He's going to go do this. He might even be James Bond. Cavill has some shit going on. But ultimately, Warhammer is his baby. I expect Warhammer, we probably won't be launching the first thing for, like, at least 2 to 3 more years. And by that time, I think Henry will sort of open up his schedule and be more ready. Nolan, appreciate you, says, off topic, my 4-year-old son caught a 15-inch catfish a week ago. Damn. Damn, that's cool. That's cool. Good for him, man. Good for him. My soups. My suits. Wait, what? 2 Canadian heroes saving the MCU. Josh is definitely not happy. Yeah, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bury it deep down inside, and I'm going to never bring it up again. That's a good-sized catfish. Yeah, it is. You got to play Space Marine 2? Yeah, dude. I'm excited for Space Marine 2. I'm a little bit concerned that they're not doing the beta. Like, that kind of sucks. But I hope it's in service of the game actually being good. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't believe you. About what? Space Marine 2 looks fucking good. It does look good. It looks cool. It looks a lot better than it did last year, for sure. But. Oh, about your hate for Canada? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. I'll bring it up again. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney as James Bond? I mean, only if she's popping off that top like multiple times each movie, then yeah, man, I'm down. You know, this world is about compromise. It's about give and take. They did a closed beta? Really? Interesting. Okay, I'll have to hit up Chapter Master Valrak. Get his opinion on that. Josh, did you watch Demon Slayer, or am I yelling at the clouds? I have not watched Demon Slayer. I think we watched 1 or 2 episodes this season, and we decided we're going to wait till it's done and binge it. Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. Book it, Josh. Dude, that would be sick. I'd be excited for sure. Big Cat says, Den of Goats, much love, Josh. Keep on rocking in the free world. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys, I'm like 5 or 10 more minutes. What else is going on? What else? What else you talking about? What else is on your mind? Am I still watching One Piece? I haven't watched One Piece in some time. Taking a little break. Ooh, Magneto tomorrow? Ooh, okay. No Way Hulk in Deadpool 3? I mean, I don't want to talk. I'm not giving away any spoilers, but he's in it. Twitch Magneto stream? I mean, maybe. I'm running on one rig. Last time we tried that with Fortnite, it was a little glitchy. So it seems like Fortnite is just a very intense game. Although, maybe just on Twitch I could pull it off. I don't know. Do we talk about 400 million for Cap 4? I mean, yeah, look, I don't care. Here's what I say. They're spending all this money on Cap 4, right? It's because they want it to be dope. I'm not thrilled that they're spending all of this money, but it's not like they would have given me a couple of those million. So I really don't give a fuck. I just care if the movie's good. If the movie's good and it's super fun, I'm going to come on stream and I'm going to be like, dude, that last 100 million, that was what put it over. Hell yeah, that last 100 million, let's fucking go. But if the movie sucks, I'm going to come out here and be like, I can't believe they spent that much money. They should have given it to me. Disney's going broke. You know. So that's where we're at. per Snyder. That is the last time they spend that much on a Marvel movie, unless it's an Avengers movie. You know what, though? Here's what I want to say about that. And I appreciate you bringing that up, Aaliyah. But this is the same Snyder that told us that Marvel Studios didn't bring the Russos back because they go over budget. Get the fuck out of here. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. So you're telling me, Jeff Snyder, that they're not bringing the Russos back because they go over budget, and yet they're spending $400 million on Captain America 4? Make it make sense. Is Africa still hungry? Actually, Africa has some of the most booming economies on the planet right now. So you take that right back. Josh, if you had the opportunity to interview Kathy, what would you ask her about? Is this a public interview? Or is this like just for me? Like, Make-A-Wish, Josh? My dying wish is to interview Kathleen Kennedy. Both? Okay. If it's private, I'm going to be like, so did you smell Christian Harloff's fart when he farted on you? Just be honest. Did you smell it? Second question. Are you like trying to fuck up George's shit, or are you just like really bad at your job? Like, just tell me. Is there any part of you that saw the toxic fans like me? And I know I can be really annoying. I have a super punchable face. Do you see motherfuckers like me and you think, oh, fuck Luke Skywalker? You know, these fans, like, just tell me honestly, Kathy, was there vengeance involved? Okay. If it's a public interview, let me think about it. If it was a public interview, I might be like, Kathy, did you ever consider taking the drug cocktail that Biden took on Friday after the debate before you get on stage? Was this ever a thought? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lads, Anthony Mackie is a fool to be gagging to be Captain America over the character he had many years with. Joke. Dude, Henny, man, you must be so fun at parties. What if you knock up Daisy Ridley so she can't film the Ray movie? What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Jesus. You remember when I said we're going to go 10 more minutes? If we invented time travel, I would literally go back and not have these 10 more minutes. Yeah, dude. Adam, you're not wrong. Holy shit. Is this real or just clickbait? Which part? What are you talking about? Just ask me direct, man. What you want to know? What you want to know? No regrets. I ain't got no regrets. Guys, I'm trying to shoot a free throw. Why is Knock Up Daisy Ridley in my ear? It's a good question. That's a good question. Josh, keep one, get rid of the other. Batman Part 2 or The Brave and the Bold? Oh, that's easy. Batman Part 2. Boop. Get it out of here. RDJ is back? Yeah, dude, for sure. Let me tell you this. I think he's in Deadpool. A lot of people don't think he's in Deadpool. I think he's in Deadpool. He might not be. He might not be in Deadpool. He could be in a different project. But RDJ, 100% coming back. I think the deal is either signed or close. Why is Captain Marvel in Avengers 5? Please get rid of her. Well, I think number one, some people like Carol Danvers. Number two, I think one of those people is Kevin Feige. And number three, because we don't get everything we want. Also, the thing that's interesting about Carol is it's like whatever villain she's going up against, we'll all be secretly rooting for the villain. So that's kind of fun. RDJ and Deadpool, I highly doubt it, but I'd be ecstatic to be wrong. Yeah, man, same. I hear Wanda will be at the end of the Agatha show thing. You know, I've heard mixed things on that. I'm not really sure. Could be, could be. We'll see. Emily Blunt should have been Captain Marvel. Yeah, but if you said that to her face, Emily Blunt would call you a nerd, kick you in the shin, and push you over. So, you know, like, yes, she's cool, but she hates comic book stuff, and she hates people like us. If RDJ is in Deadpool, I'll donate 10 gifted subs. I'm writing it down. Marking it down. Woo! Show us your Warhammer dolls. I mean, I have a couple here still. I showed them last week. I actually have manual focus on, so if I push it up, it'll just blur. But that's my Telemon Heavy Dreadnought. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Rossi, thanks for gifting a membership, man. Appreciate you. Joy Toy makes many Warhammer figures, too. Yeah. You see that box back there? You see that box? That's a Joy Toy Alorus Terminator Custodian right there. Yeah. Yeah, man. Show us more Warhammer. I mean, the only other one I got in here is my Johnson. The Lion. Lion L. Johnson in a custom pro-painted Deathwing armor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, everybody. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I had a fun stream. Hope you had fun, too. Sorry, it got a little bit wild. Oh, that was a commission. I paid for that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Listen. It's going to be a good week. I think a spider web or like a hair on my hand and I can't get it off. Listen, it's going to be a good week. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Happy Canada Day! Canada, not the worst. One day a year. Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. We're going to smash this goal this month, baby. We're going to do it. Tomorrow we're doing something on Twitch. I'm not sure what. But we're going to do it. And I'll be live. and we'll do it. Okay. Appreciate you guys. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Rossi says, get the F out of here. Pro-painted by some guy in Josh's basement. Wrong. You're so wrong. 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 Hey, Nolan, thanks for the gifting.
Like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting. Like,
Oh
that's
my
just disgusting,
gosh.
is it not?
That's crazy. Like, do creepy guys message you? Is it scary? Are you
Yes.
like, what the fuck did I
So
do?
the guy that does my hats, he got offered $600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting. Like,
Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Leave? Another happy landing. Appreciate the love, man. Y'all are too kind. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll be back at it Wednesday. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good month. Make sure to open up your third eye and wash out your stinky butt.